Hello, my travel family. Welcome back to the channel. If we haven't met yet, I'm Sophia, and for the last 15 years, my office has been a metal tube cruising at 35,000 feet. I have worked for a major US carrier for a decade and a half, which means I have seen everything. And when I say everything, I mean I have seen the good, the bad, and the absolutely questionable fashion choices that people make when they head to the airport. Today we are going to have a very honest sister-to-sister and brother-to-brother chat about what you wear to travel. I know we all want to look cute for that airport selfie. I get it. We see the celebrities getting off the jet in their stilettos and their leather pants, looking flawless. But here is the reality check. They are flying private, or they have a team of people helping them, or honestly, they are just uncomfortable and paid to look good. For the rest of us, flying is an endurance sport. It is a biological challenge. Your body goes through a lot when we pressurize that cabin. And what you have on your skin can be the difference between arriving fresh and ready for your vacation, or arriving in pain, bloated, and stressed out. We are going to break down the absolute worst things you can wear to an airport. Some of these are about comfort, some are about hygiene, which is a huge topic we need to discuss. And mistake number 4 is actually a serious safety hazard that most people never even consider until it is too late. By the end of this video, you are going to look at your closet completely differently before you pack for your next trip. Let's dive right in with the first major offender. I see this constantly, especially in the summer months or when people are flying to tropical destinations like Hawaii or the Caribbean. It is the jumpsuit or the romper. Now, listen, I love a good jumpsuit. They are chic, they are an entire outfit in one piece, and they are usually pretty comfortable when you are standing up. But you have to think about the logistics of flying, specifically the bathroom logistics. Airplane lavatories are tiny. They are closets with a toilet. When you wear a jumpsuit, to use the restroom, you have to essentially get fully undressed. You have to peel the entire top half down. Now imagine doing this in a space that is about 2 feet wide while the plane is shaking because of turbulence. You are trying to hold the top half of your outfit so it doesn't touch the floor. Let's talk about that floor for a second. As a flight attendant, I can tell you with absolute certainty, do not let your clothes touch the lavatory floor. That is not water on the floor. It is usually not water. It is a mix of everything you can imagine. If you are wearing a jumpsuit, you are playing a high-stakes game of gymnastics trying to keep your fabric off that gross surface. Plus, if there is a line outside, and there is always a line, you are taking twice as long in there because you are practically getting naked and redressed. I have had passengers come out of the lavatory looking sweaty and exhausted just from the effort of using the bathroom in a romper. Save the cute jumpsuit for dinner at the resort. For the plane, wear separates. You want pants and a top? Trust me, when you have to pee during a patch of rough air, you will thank me. Next on the list, let's talk about fabric, specifically rigid, non-stretch fabrics like 100% cotton heavy denim. High-waisted tight jeans are a massive mistake. I see so many people wearing these because they look structured and put together. But here is the science of what happens to your body in the air. When we climb to cruising altitude, the cabin pressure is set to what feels like about 6,000 to 8,000 feet above sea level. According to Boyle's law, gas expands as pressure decreases. This means the gas inside your stomach and intestines expands by about 30% during a flight. This is why we call it jet belly. Everyone gets bloated on a plane. It is biological fact. If you are wearing rigid, high-waisted jeans that have zero give, that expanding gas has nowhere to go. It pushes against that denim waistband that is digging into your internal organs. It causes cramps, it causes indigestion, and honestly, it just makes you cranky. I have had passengers ask for antacids or complain of stomach pain, and I look at them and they are wearing pants that are so tight they can barely sit down. You want an elastic waistband, you want joggers, leggings, we will talk about the type of leggings later, or pants with a significant amount of stretch. You need to give your body room to expand because it is going to happen whether you like it or not. This brings me to a huge category, footwear. And no, I am not at mistake number 4 yet, though that is about shoes too. This is about open-toed shoes, sandals, and flip-flops. I know you are going to the beach, you want to get into the vacation mode, but please keep the toes covered until you land. There are 3 reasons for this. First, the airport is a dirty place. You are walking through security, you are walking through the terminal. If you are wearing flip-flops, your feet are exposed to everything. Second, the temperature. Airplanes are freezing. We keep the cabin cold for a reason. It helps prevent fainting and keeps the air circulating well. If you have bare feet, you are going to be miserable. I see people trying to tuck their feet under their legs or asking for blankets just for their feet. We don't always have blankets anymore. Third, and this is the gross part, hygiene on board. I cannot tell you how many times I have walked down the aisle and seen someone with bare feet resting them on the armrest of the person in front of them, or sticking them on the wall. It is just not polite, but also think about the bathroom again. If you walk into the lavatory in flip-flops, you are getting splash back on your skin. You are standing in whatever fluids are on that floor with basically no protection. It is incredibly unsanitary. Wear sneakers, wear socks, always wear socks. Before we get to the shocking safety hazard, if you are enjoying these tips and want to travel smarter, please take a second to hit that subscribe button. It really supports the channel and helps me share this knowledge with more travelers. And hit the like button if you have ever regretted an outfit choice mid-flight. I know I have. Okay, let's talk about the not enough coverage mistake. Crop tops and mini skirts or short shorts, this is primarily a hygiene issue. Think about how many people have sat in seat 14C before you. We clean the planes, yes, we do a tidy between flights where we cross seat belts and remove trash. But a deep clean? That happens overnight, and sometimes not even every night depending on the schedule. The fabric of that seat has absorbed the sweat, the dander, and the germs of thousands of people. If you are wearing short shorts or a mini skirt, your bare skin is touching that seat fabric for 4, 5, 6 hours. I have seen people develop skin rashes from airplane seats. It is rare, but it happens. Contact dermatitis is real. By wearing long pants or at least leggings, you are creating a barrier between your skin and the public seat. Also, leather seats. If you are on a plane with leather seats and you are wearing shorts, you are going to stick to it. It is sweaty, it is uncomfortable, and when you try to stand up, you have to peel yourself off. It's just not a good look or a good feeling. Now, let's arrive at mistake number 4, the one I labeled as shocking. This is about high heels and stilettos. You might think, Sophia, obviously heels are uncomfortable, that's not shocking. But I am not talking about comfort. I am not talking about your feet hurting walking to baggage claim. I am talking about your life. I am talking about evacuation safety. As flight attendants, our primary job is not serving Diet Coke. It is getting you off that plane in 90 seconds or less if something goes wrong. If we have an emergency landing and we have to deploy the slides, high heels are a weapon against your own survival. The evacuation slides are inflatable. They are made of durable material, yes, but they can be punctured. If you slide down an emergency slide in stilettos, you run a very real risk of tearing the slide. If the slide tears, it deflates. If it deflates, the people behind you cannot get out. You could essentially trap 50 people on a burning aircraft because you wanted to wear cute shoes. In an emergency, we are trained to command you, leave everything, take off high heels. But imagine the chaos. Smoke is filling the cabin, lights are flashing, people are screaming. Do you really want to be bending down, fumbling with the buckles on your stilettos while the person behind you is shoving you forward? And if you manage to take them off, you are now running across tarmac, which might be covered in debris, jet fuel, or fire foam in your bare feet or stocking feet. And if you don't take them off, you can trip, you can twist an ankle, you cannot run in heels. If you fall in the aisle during an evacuation, you become a human roadblock. You are endangering yourself and everyone behind you. It is genuinely shocking to me how many people don't realize this connection. It is a massive safety liability. Wear flat, enclosed shoes that you can run in. Sneakers are the absolute best option. They protect your feet, they allow you to move fast, and they won't puncture the slide. Since we are on the topic of safety and materials, let's talk about oversized or baggy clothing. This is mistake number 5. I know the Billie Eilish oversized look is trendy, and it seems comfortable. But from a security standpoint, super baggy hoodies and massive cargo pants are a red flag. When you go through the TSA body scanner, the machine is looking for anomalies on your body. If there is a pocket of air or bunched up fabric between your skin and the clothes, the machine registers it as an anomaly. What happens next? You get a pat down. If you wear huge baggy clothes, you are almost guaranteeing that a stranger is going to have to touch you to verify that the baggy fabric isn't hiding anything. If you want to breeze through security, wear relatively form-fitting layers. Not tight, we talked about the bloating, but fitted enough that the scanner can see your outline. Leggings and a regular t-shirt are perfect. A giant oversized hoodie will get you stopped every time. Let's discuss jewelry and accessories. I call this the Christmas tree effect. Mistake number 6 is wearing all your jewelry to the airport. Large metal earrings, stacks of bangles, heavy necklaces, belts with big metal buckles. This is a rookie move. Every piece of metal you wear is a potential trigger for the metal detector or the body scanner. And taking it all off at the conveyor belt is a nightmare. You are that person holding up the line, fumbling with clasps, dropping an earring, stressing out. Also, jewelry swells. Just like your stomach bloats, your fingers swell in the air. I have had passengers panic because they couldn't get their wedding ring off and their finger was turning blue. If you have rings that are even slightly tight on the ground, take them off before you fly. Put them in a secure zippered pocket in your bag. Do not wear them. And heavy earrings? After 5 hours, they will feel like bricks pulling on your ears. Keep it simple. A plastic watch or no watch, maybe simple studs, and that's it. Save the fashion show for the destination. Mistake number 7 is wearing complicated clothing. Anything with lots of laces, buttons, zippers, or clasps. I'm looking at you, lace up gladiator sandals or boots with 20 eyelets. If you are in a country where you have to take your shoes off for security, like the US if you don't have pre-check, you are going to be miserable unlacing those boots while everyone stares at you. And putting them back on is even worse because there is never anywhere to sit. But even beyond security, complicated clothes are a hassle in the tiny airplane seat. If your pants have a complicated button fly and you really have to use the bathroom, you are going to be struggling in that cramped space. Simplicity is king. Elastic waists, slip-on shoes, zippers that work smoothly. Now, let's talk about contact lenses. Mistake number 8. This isn't clothing, but it is part of your outfit and your personal presentation. The air on an airplane is incredibly dry. The humidity level is usually around 10% to 20%. For comparison, a comfortable home is usually 40% to 60%. If you wear contact lenses, they are going to dry out. They will feel like sandpaper in your eyes by hour 3. I see passengers rubbing their eyes constantly, which introduces bacteria. If you wear glasses, wear them. It gives your eyes a break. Plus, glasses act as a physical shield. If someone sneezes near you, or if there is particulate matter in the air, your glasses provide a little bit of protection for your eyes. If you must wear contacts, bring your case, bring solution, and bring your glasses as a backup. Do not sleep in your contacts on a plane. You will wake up with them glued to your eyeballs, and it is painful. Mistake number 9 is underdressing. I see people boarding in tank tops and shorts because they are leaving Florida. But the plane is not Florida. The plane is a refrigerator. Then they get on board and freeze. They press the call button and ask me for a blanket. But here is the insider truth. We don't always have enough blankets for everyone. Usually we cater blankets for a certain percentage of the cabin. If it's a full flight and everyone is cold, we run out. And honestly, airline blankets are okay, but they are thin. You cannot rely on the airline to regulate your body temperature. You must bring layers. I always recommend the onion strategy. Start with a t-shirt. Put a long sleeve soft shirt over that, then a hoodie or a cardigan, and maybe a scarf. A scarf is the best travel accessory because it can be a blanket, a pillow, or a lumbar support. If you get hot, you can peel a layer off. If you are cold, you bundle up. But if you start with just a tank top, you have no options. Let's revisit the fabric issue for a moment because there is a safety component here too, related to the high heels point. Mistake number 10 is wearing highly flammable synthetic fabrics. Now this is extreme and I don't want to scare you, but it is part of our training. Materials like polyester, nylon, and acrylic don't just burn, they melt. If there is a fire, again very rare, these fabrics melt onto the skin. Natural fibers like cotton, wool, or linen will burn and turn to ash, but they won't fuse to you. In the industry, we are taught that natural fibers are safer. Does this mean you can't wear your favorite Lululemon leggings? No. But if you have a choice between a cheap, highly flammable synthetic jumpsuit and a cotton set, the cotton is technically the safer choice. It breathes better, it is better for your skin, and in the worst case scenario, it offers better protection. So what should you wear? What is the Sophia approved uniform? I recommend a pair of joggers or loose-fitting pants made of a breathable blend cotton spandex. They have an elastic waist for the bloat, they cover your legs for hygiene, and they are comfortable. On top, a soft cotton t-shirt. Over that, a zip-up hoodie or a cardigan. Zippers are better than pullovers because they are easier to take off in a cramped seat. On your feet, compression socks. We didn't talk about this enough, but compression socks are a game changer for swelling and preventing blood clots. Over the socks, slip-on sneakers, easy on, easy off, safe for running, comfortable for walking. And for the ladies, a wireless bra or a sports bra. Underwires can be uncomfortable after hours of sitting and can sometimes trigger metal detectors. Travel is stressful enough without your clothes fighting against you. You want to create a cocoon of comfort. You want to feel like you are in pajamas, but look like you are presentable enough to be in public. That is the sweet spot. I want to leave you with a quick story about a passenger I had last week. She came on board looking like she was going to the Met Gala. Beautiful tight dress, heels, massive hat. She looked stunning. 2 hours into the flight, she was miserable. She couldn't get comfortable to sleep because the dress was tight. She had to take the hat off and hold it because it wouldn't fit in the bin without getting crushed. She was shivering. By the time we landed, she looked exhausted. Compare that to the guy in row 12. Joggers, hoodie, noise-canceling headphones, wool socks. He slept for 4 hours, woke up, had a coffee, and walked off the plane looking fresh. Be like the guy in row 12. Prioritize your well-being over the runway look. The airport is not a runway. It is a transportation hub. So to recap the do not wear list: no jumpsuits, bathroom struggle, no rigid jeans, belly bloat, no flip-flops, germs and cold, no high heels, the safety evacuation hazard, no super baggy clothes, TSA delays, no excessive jewelry, swelling insecurity, no complicated fasteners, laces and buttons, no contact lenses, dry eyes, no tank tops, underdressing, freezing cabin. Avoid pure synthetics if possible, safety. Next week, I am going to be diving into the world of luggage. I am going to show you the exact suitcase I have used for 5 years that has survived over 1,000 flights. And I will tell you why hard shell luggage might actually be causing you to pack less than you think. You don't want to miss that one. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope this helps you pack a little smarter for your next adventure. If you found this helpful, share it with your travel buddy who always wears the wrong shoes. Stay safe, stay comfortable, and I will see you in the skies. Bye, everyone.